How are we doing, guys? You alright? It's Steve here at Don Amont Leisure and welcome to the showground. Today I'm going to take you around a brand new for 2026 Auto Trail Expedition 66. So this is 5.99 metres long. It will travel and sleep 2 people, 3.5 tonnes, so you can drive it on a standard driving licence. 2.2, 140 brake horsepower, 6-speed manual gearbox, and because it is a van conversion, it is 2.26 metres wide, so has a slightly narrower profile for getting down them narrow lanes in Cornwall, North Coast 500, stuff like that, which is why they are popular. Now this one is in the R-Tense grey colour scheme, which is a cost option. Other things that we have added at factory is cab blinds, the Pioneer head unit, and a rear reversing camera, and you do also get a 200 watt solar panel now as standard on the Expedition 66 models. So starting off on the side and working our way down, we've got the black matte finish alloy wheels, which look absolutely stunning. Down the side, you've got your water fill point just there. Round to the back, as I said, there is a rear reversing camera up there, and then you've got your barn doors. Now, one of the upgrades for this new version is the option to have this put in, which we'll show you from the inside, but it does turn it into a U-shaped lounge. Now, you can remove that and store that away somewhere and have traditional benches, but it is a great little addition to give you a bit of choice. Loads of storage under there and a nice through flow to get under there, so you can store quite a lot of stuff in that bit. Down the driver's side, and you've got everything that you'd expect. So your toilet cassette there, your fresh and waste drain offs, and then that is your electrical hookup cable point just there. Now heading on in, you don't get an electrical habitation step on these, but they do provide you with a plastic step, so you can take that with you or get other options as well. Outside light for entrance, and then when we go in, it is pretty much as you'd expect. So at the front, you've got cruise control, speed limit control, Bluetooth functionality. As I said, you do get a Pioneer head unit and cab blinds all around. Twin swiveling captain seats, USB points, drinks holders, etc, etc. Moving down the van, a nice new control panel, so really easy to use, and your Whale heating and hot water system just there. In terms of your kitchen, extra worktop space by way of that, so it's quite a decent size when your hob lids are down. 2 gas hob, and then you've got hot and cold water just there. Little oven and grill just in there, and then by way of storage, you've got a nice big drawer with cutlery just in that side, and then here is cupboards for your pots and pans and your bits and bobs, and then above me there, and then obviously them cupboards run all the way down as well with 3 either side, so nice and spacious. You've got a nice little light underneath here that you can switch on and off for when you're doing your cooking, and then more lighting that you can switch on and off here. A fridge which is in the right place because it's easy to access and it's a good size fridge, and that will be a compressor fridge. Underneath that, you've got your room for wardrobe space. There is a wardrobe hanger there, and then you've got a place for a table to go to the back of the van just there. So that's your table leg, and then your table stores nice and neatly behind the driver just here. Into your washroom. And it is a washroom, so there's no separate sink or separate shower, but it's a good size, and a lot of people do compliment the Expeditions for having a slightly bigger bathroom area than some of the other van conversions. Fold-in sink, so that will fold away to give you more room, and then nice good size mirror in there as well. Vent above Jack's head just there for if you're having a shower, and it's well lit with these 3 LED lights. And then also you've got storage just in there, so if Jack just pokes round behind your mirror, so we'll close that off and close that, and then you're into your living area now, into the back. So nice big long benches that if you're short like me, you could use them as singles if you needed to by just removing these and having a good width, but they will then go across to form a nice big bed. And as I said, you do have this option here of a nice U-shaped lounge. And what I do think is quite clever that they've done is they have put a little bit of a bar behind, so if you have got the back doors open and you sit down, you're not at risk of just going straight backwards, which on some van conversions there is that potential option. So it is a nice touch. Other things that they've kind of added is these black lights that just give it that different feel. You know, USB connectivity on them lights as well. The stitching, so the hexagonal stitching on your seats, and they just feel a little bit more plush. So yeah, it's a really, really nice van. Nice black across here, and again the handles and the push buttons are all black as well. So they've made subtle upgrades to the van, still kept it a very competitive price. If you order this from factory, there are other options that you can add on now. So you do have the option to change your AGM batteries to lithium battery, 1 or 2. You can add a TV aerial now. So there's quite a lot of options that Auto Trail have done, which makes this a really, really competitive priced van, where you can spec it almost to the same as something way more expensive. So perfect for if your budget is a little bit less, or you just simply don't want to spend that kind of money. They're just a great van. So if you're interested, pick up the phone, ask to speak to me, Steve, and you can head on down and we can show you around this one, and then from that we can look to place an order for you. So thanks for watching, really, really appreciate it, and we'll hope to see you very soon down here at Don Amott. Take care and bye bye.